We're choosing survival. At the far end of the table, her father hadn't spoken, not once. He stared at the numbers in front of him as if they might change if he looked long enough. They didn't. They structured this perfectly, he said finally, voice low. The acquisition, the timing, the rollout, he exhaled slowly. She didn't just outplay us. A pause. She cornered us. Catherine turned to him sharply. You can't seriously be considering this. He didn't answer right away, and that silence told her everything. No, she said, stepping back slightly. No, we fight. That's what we do. That's what you taught me. He looked up at her then, for the first time not as a mentor, not as an ally, but as someone who knew the game was over. This isn't a fight we can win. The room went still. Catherine's composure cracked completely. This is because of her, she said, voice rising. She planned this whole thing. This isn't business, this is personal. No, the chairman corrected. This is business done better than we've ever seen. The final report slid across the table. Projected losses, client exits, market forecasts, all pointing to the same conclusion. The chairman folded his hands. We vote. One by one, hands went up, not hesitantly, not uncertainly, but with the quiet resolve of people who understood reality. Yes, yes, yes. Catherine looked around the room at the people who had backed her, supported her, believed in her, now choosing someone else. Her voice dropped to a whisper. You're making a mistake. No one responded. Because deep down, they all knew the truth. The mistake had already been made. Motion passes, the chairman said. Full merger. Titan Financial Technologies acquires Anderson Financial Group effective immediately. Catherine let out a hollow laugh. Unbelievable, she muttered. Then, sharper, more personal, more raw. She doesn't get to win like this. From the far end of the table, her father spoke one last time. She already has. By noon their board accepted my offer. Full merger, my terms. Catherine was removed. My father became chairman emeritus, a title without power, a legacy without control. Days turned to weeks. The office was dim when he arrived. No assistants, no board members, no titles, just a father and a daughter. I wasn't sure you'd agree to see me, he said, standing near the door like a guest who didn't quite belong. Elizabeth didn't look up right away. Neither was I. Silence settled between them, not hostile, just heavy. He took a few steps forward, slower than she'd ever seen him move. I've been going over everything, he began. The numbers, the strategy, the execution. A faint, almost humorless smile. It's flawless. She finally met his eyes. I had a good teacher. The words landed, but not the way they once would have, because now he understood what they cost. I don't think I was, he said quietly, that she hadn't expected. He exhaled like the truth had been waiting years to come out. I thought I was preparing Catherine, he continued, building a successor, someone who could carry everything forward. His voice tightened slightly, but I wasn't building. A pause. I was choosing. Elizabeth said nothing, because she already knew. I chose her, he admitted. Every time you both stood in front of me, I chose her. The room felt smaller. I told myself it was logic, he went on, that she was more interested, more visible. His eyes met hers again. But the truth is, you didn't need to fight for my attention. A pause, and I mistook that for a lack of ambition. That one lingered, deep. I didn't see you, he said, not because you weren't there, but because I wasn't looking. Elizabeth looked down briefly, then back at him. You didn't want to see me, she said, not angry, just clear. He nodded. That's the part I have to live with. Silence again. But this time it shifted. Less weight, more honesty. I can't undo that, he continued. I can't go back and be the father you should have had. A step closer. But I can stop being that man now. Elizabeth studied him, not the CEO, not the authority, just a man trying to understand where he went wrong. I'm not asking you to forgive me, he said. Not yet. A pause. I'm asking for the chance to earn it. That mattered, more than an apology, more than regret. Effort. Elizabeth leaned back slightly, measured, composed. You don't get to step into my life now and act like nothing happened, she said. I'm not asking for that. Good, because I built this without you. I know. And I won't shrink it to make you comfortable. I wouldn't ask you to. She held his gaze a moment longer. I just want to say that I can wait, Elizabeth. Then a small shift, subtle but real. Dad, it may take months or even years. I can't promise anything. I know, her father replied. I will wait, Lizzie. Then we start there, she said, not forgiveness. Not yet, but something better, a beginning. Elizabeth knew that she will have that conversation with her mother soon, and it was sooner than she expected. Her mother looked out of place in the office. not because she didn't belong, but because she didn't know how to belong there. "This is beautiful," she said, glancing around. "You've done very well for yourself." Elizabeth didn't respond to that. Instead, she waited. Her mother fidgeted slightly, smoothing imaginary wrinkles from her sleeve. "I've been thinking," she began, a pause, "about everything." Elizabeth crossed her arms lightly, listening, but not rescuing. "I used to worry so much about appearances," her mother said, "about what people would say, what they would think of our family." A faint, sad smile. "I thought I was protecting us," her eyes lifted. "I didn't realize I was hurting you." That landed differently than the father's words, softer, but just as sharp. "I made you feel small," she continued. "Like what you were doing didn't matter." A pause. "Like you didn't matter." Elizabeth's expression didn't change, but something behind it did. "You didn't just make me feel that," she said quietly. "You believed it." Her mother flinched, because it was true. "Yes," she admitted. "I did." A long pause. "I didn't understand you," she said, "and instead of asking, I judged." Her voice softened further. "That was my failure." Elizabeth looked at her for a long moment, not angry, not soft either, just honest. "I don't need you to be proud of me now," she said. Her mother blinked, surprised. "I needed you to be proud of me then?" That one broke through. Tears welled but didn't fall. "I know," her mother whispered. "I know, and I'm so sorry." Silence filled the space, but it wasn't empty. It was processing. "I can't change how I treated you," her mother continued. "But I want to change how I treat you now." A small step forward. "I want to know you, really know you. Not your success, not your reputation. You." Elizabeth held her gaze, measuring, weighing, then a quiet exhale. "You're going to have to learn," she said. "I will, and it won't be easy." "I don't expect it to be." A pause, then Elizabeth gave the smallest nod. "Then we can try." Her mother smiled, tentative, emotional. "I can wait. Not relief, not victory, just hope." As predicted, Titan became the largest fintech company in the world. Our AI platform redefined banking. My mother stopped asking about appearances and started asking about investments. My father learned to listen. And Catherine lost her position, her certainty, her identity. But Catherine learned, not overnight, her pride wouldn't let her. But time is a great motivator for self-reflection and humility. She learned how to listen, not easily, but genuinely. One evening she came back not as a rival. She stood in my office, no designer armor, no arrogance. "I was wrong," she said, not defensive, not performative, but as someone ready to accept and adapt. "I never tried to understand you," she admitted. "No," I said gently, "you didn't." A pause. "You never tried," Elizabeth replied. "Do you want to now?" Catherine nodded and said, "Teach me." I studied her, then gestured toward the chair across from me. "The real junior analyst position is open." Her breath caught slightly. "You trust me?" "Trust is earned," I said. "Are you ready to earn it?" For the first time she didn't hesitate. "Yes." I extended my hand. "Then welcome to Titan." The system Elizabeth built became the future. Her family changed. Slowly, imperfectly, but honestly. And in her office she kept two things on the wall, a Forbes cover, and a simple white shirt, a reminder, not of where she started, but of how far she went while no one was looking. Because the most dangerous person in the room isn't the loudest, or the most recognized, or the most praised. It's the one no one sees coming. The quiet one, they don't need to speak anymore, because their success says everything. And by the time they notice, it's already too late. Thank you so much for listening to this story. If you enjoyed powerful real-life inspired stories and want more like it, please make sure to subscribe to the My Revenge Space channel and like this video. I'd love to know where you're tuning in from today, so leave a comment below and tell me what you thought about the ending. See you later.